Welcome everyone. Gary Mansky here, GMan on Sales. I've been thinking a lot lately about communication, about scaling up a business, about transitioning from one place to another in the business. And communication is something that's really kind of a personal growth area for me that I'm focused on. And this came to a realization this week that I wanted to share with you. Um, One of the comments that I made was around open book management. So getting the team involved, getting everyone in the company visibility to what's important in the company and profit and loss statements and things like that. The communication gap was I was thinking up here in terms of getting the company on board with initiatives and other things around ways that we can improve the bottom line, whether that's top line revenue, cost saving ideas, etc. And the recipient of that message had the idea that I gave them, my communication again, was, hey, we need to share all of the detail of our P&Ls, balance sheets, cash flow statements with every employee. And that was kind of a big leap that I never expected someone to make, but I reflect on that and think, I've got to be a little bit more clear on what I'm saying and what my expectations are. So getting back to that, what I meant by that was it would be good for senior leadership to come up with an overall focus for the company, right? So a vision, a mission, and all that stuff, of course, and that needs to be shown out to the team. But also, we should come up with rallying points around key things that the organization can help with, because no idea is a simple idea or a stupid idea. Every idea should be looked at and should be discussed. So, for example, do we put something out with the sales team that says, "Hey, this is our sales goal. Of course, we're doing that, but how do we say how would we take this business from this to 20% more growth over the next year?" So setting some big targets out there like that. The other thing I was thinking is, so on the expense side of the equation, how do we engage the folks in production to think about cost savings differently and not just become robots that follow the same process, which of course is important for efficiency. But the thought is, hey, if we can have everybody determine how can you save 10% of your time, or how can we become 10% more efficient in a day-to-day task of some kind, what ideas would you have to be able to do that? And we can rally around those things as a company and kind of, again, pull together that we're all doing the same activities or working towards the same activities and driving meaningful results. So that's what's kind of on my mind today and where I was at. And two things, again, just to kind of wrap up. One, communication. Let's be super clear with what we're asking and what we're saying. Others might not have the same experiences, the same frame of mind, etc., that you may have. Secondly, set realistic goals and get folks that can rally around something in the organization so you can drive teamwork, so you can drive accountability, and awareness is really the big thing there. The next thing I would say is, and this is coming to light, it might be something I talk about in the future, and that is buzzwords. I'm being held accountable, which is great, to the definitions of what I mean when I say certain buzzwords that I think are just natural business language, but come across to others or what have you as jargon that may or may not be universally known. And we all get stuck in that. We all have the nomenclatures and the various jargon we use within our company. But how do we make sure that when we communicate, that jargon becomes clear and not something that can be misconstrued or miscommunicated and cause issues or questions? So that's G-Man on Sales for the day. I hope this helped you. I hope you have a wonderful week.